Okay, we have another integral here today from Swinbee 2018. This was problem 6. We have the integral of e to the x times cosine ex times sine e to the x dx. Okay, the problem I noticed first is if we look at sine, we don't really want e to the x to be our input on sine. That's a problem. But then over here, we also don't want cosine e to the x to be the input on cosine. So we could do this at least a couple ways. We could do a u substitution here for e to the x. Now if we do that, that's going to help us simplify this. But the only trouble is we're going to end up with cosine u as the input over here. So if we do it this way, we're going to have to do a second substitution. And that's not terrible. You can do 2 substitutions and it's fine. But as a little shortcut, what we can do is let's just recognize that we're going to need a substitution here on cosine e to the x, because otherwise we're going to have embedded trig functions. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to call this my u, and then we'll try the substitution and see how it goes. So we'll say u is equal to cosine e to the x. I'll take a derivative. Derivative of this is going to be minus sine times e to the x times another e to the x, doing the chain rule, and then dx. Then let's just notice that for our du, we pretty much have all the pieces here. We have the sine e to the x here. We have our dx, of course, we have e to the x. Just this minus sign we need. So what I can do is let's create that just multiplying in by minus, but I'll multiply by a minus in front, so we're not changing it. And so then we'll just go ahead with our substitution. So we'll keep this minus up front. Now this whole thing here, this just becomes cosine of u, and everything else is going to be this du right here. So now we'll just integrate. We'll have our minus sign, integral of cosine u. It's just going to be sine of u. And then I just need to back substitute right here in order to finish it. So for the final solution, we're going to have minus sine this thing, which is cosine e to the x plus c, and that's it. So there you have it, just a quick u substitution from Swinbee 2018. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good day.